Morning, folks. Excuse me, good morning. Got a couple of roosters over there next door, one of them more aggressive than the other, but they have a hard problem with what time of day it is. Love them anyway, waiting for the Android to pick up. Today is 6:33 a.m., August 11th. Friday, August 11th. 33 is about people getting together. It's considered gift, it's happiness, because it's people coming together for good reason. Excuse me. 6 is about all your metaphysical abilities. That's funny. That's exactly what I'm going to talk about. It's not, I get a kick out of it. The other side is known for doing things, running them a certain way. Some things they understand, some things they don't. The folks that are over there right now. But this video is about ET healthcare. And, gee, do I say too much sometimes? Excuse me. So, a couple nights ago, Dan and I are learning how to use these cameras. The ones that take quick photo shots, their triggering speed is, they're good cameras. They're 0.6 to seconds to 1 second. Excuse me, we found out that wasn't fast enough. So we changed it. So we bought one that's 0.2 seconds, 0.2 of a second trigger speed. When our friends come to visit, lots of times to go in, almost always to go in between rooms. Sometimes they're inside their energy beams is basically what it is. They're inside a certain energy field where they're interdimensional. Period. It's up to them if they want to show any of themselves or not, and make any part of themselves solid. Excuse me. The Drak have, sure everything's working, the Drak have transporter beams that are, you can punch through rock with them. I mean, easy. They have all kinds of technology. Excuse me. We're talking races that are trillions and trillions and trillions of years old. I think it's wonderful when we make our own advances, even though we've had so much help with them. We can't really call them our own, but there are a lot. These scientists that work with my this DNA thing, which is going very slow. It's all happening on the other side. Scientific process, you have to prove something over and over and over. It's like, yes, there is such a thing as gravity when you drop a ball and it leaves your hand and hits the ground 1,000 times. I'm not making fun of it whatsoever. I'm saying they're trying to prove beyond any reasonable doubt. Man, that's a lot. It's a lot to ask. So anyway, excuse me, we now have 5 cameras. They can beam right in and out, but they'll walk around a little bit, trying to make more room for them. They need the room to be physical. This house is a mess. There's so much stuff. I've shown you a third of this room with all the stone in it that make the spheres from. But you haven't seen the other 2/3. It's just as plugged up. The other side keeps taking its time trying to get things done, man. It's just, they don't know what to do. They're trying. There's those that know there's energy over there that's actually part of me. I mean me, not from me, but me. That's maintaining a certain level of coherence. But it's all this other stupid stuff that needs to be handled. I'm tired of handling it. I'm tired of dealing with a trash-ass spirit over there. Well, I'm still stuck in the body. It takes seconds to get out. I understand what's happening and why, as far as some major things. I'm just tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. I should have been gone a long time ago. Excuse me. Alex Hart, I made your 3 spheres, the last 3 spheres on video. One of them I made, you're about to receive. It's a dragon sphere. It's dragon egg, star Essenite, the strong hard stuff with the hard casing. And whatchamacallit, dragonstone jasper. Just only a couple other little things. Excuse me. That's strong. It's got dragon energy. What's dragon energy? It's something that came out of Lily and Arae a long time ago. It comes from source. It's your its own unique set of frequencies. Angels come out of source. Dragon energy comes out of source. Comes out of really strong. Dragon and unicorn, very, very strong with Arae and Lily. Source energy. So do I tell you people too much? Do I say too much when I'm putting this out there? Well, what's too much? People might say, Jay, man, that Jay guy, he's crazy. You hear the bullshit he talks about? There's people out there, folks, that are now awake and strong enough to actually understand this and see it for themselves. That's my purpose. That's the main part of my purpose as far as helping you. As far as these videos talking. I'm the janitor. Think of me as the janitor with a big hammer. Like Thor's fat hammer. A hammer is a very useful tool, as most anyone knows around the house, but the thing is, you can both create and destroy with it. There goes Jay saying too much again. No, I'm not. I don't say too much. I give you what I know you need. Those of you that are going to wake up, and plus, some of you are just coming up to the table, take a look at it and say, huh, what kind of food do they have over there? Some of you are already sitting down relaxing, having a nibble every once in a while and a glass of wine, which I'm going to wind up having later on today. And just, you see things for yourselves, you'll understand more. And a lot of you all expect more out of me than what you're getting. Tough. I'm doing what I can. I'm going through my own fracking hell right now. When you can't breathe, every breath you take is a labor. You don't think of everyone. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's even harder for me to breathe. You become aware of it, and you become aware of the difficulty factor. So you want to force yourself to take a deeper breath. You can hear it in my videos. My degenerative joint disease, my hips and everything, bones, and right knee's was replaced 12 years ago. They wanted to do the left one first. Should I tell people about that? I'm telling you as much as I can and more than maybe I need to, because I feel it's the right thing to do, because you can always turn the video off. But there's people out here that do need now and later will still need this information. I told you the next 100 years is imperative. They're the ones, they're the teachers, they're the leaders. There's where this transformation is coming from, y'all. Talking with each other. Spirit guides talking with you in your heads. I'll be busy cleaning up and maintaining stuff on the other side. Janitor maintains a building. I do too. It's a big building. I don't want the attention. You all know that. Y'all that have been listening to me, I say what I think. I put myself in harm's way in a rehab center where, that was a purposeful act. They could have thrown away the key and put me in a mental institution for a year. And what do I talk about? I talk about ETs coming in and out. I talk about not just talking with spirit on the other side, but killing it. Everything I've told you that I talk about is true. I can make a small mistake with a whatever. This is blue when it's really blue with a touch of gray and green in it. But I see this stuff, and I tell you what I know is I see it. And I'm stronger than anything else. Not trying to be cocky. See, it doesn't mean what you might think. It doesn't. Some people want to be the strongest. It doesn't mean what they think. I had stuff hanging around me again this morning. I mean, this is nonstop all the time, folks. If any of you had to go through what I do, and some of you that are source here helping people wake up, when the other side, there's stuff on the other side still trying to keep that from happening. They're trying to keep the old way. Praise Mother, Father, God. Keep the animals in bodies and keep abusing them daily by the trillions. Now they're the ones that are dying. That's my job. Did I just say too much? I don't give a shit. Things are what they are. Someone has to say that. And someone has to help you. Someone has to tell you who you are, which hopefully will help you become yourself. That's the whole end game. Isn't that what's important? Is for you to become yourself? I have people try and change me daily. Daily. People try to tell me what you should do this like this, you should do that like that. I love them, but they can go fuck themselves. That's how I feel. Because that's how I should feel. Don't tell me how to be, how to act. No one knows what I know. No one has my power level. No one has my job description. No one has my responsibilities. So no one tells me what to do. Judge tells me you got to go to jail. Well, I'll go to jail. But no one tells me how I'm going to act. I do everything for everyone else. Well, you sure charge a lot of money for your spheres. That pays for lawyers. That's proving what I do is real. That's proving what you're about to do is real. Folks, there's some doors out there keeping you from becoming yourself. They're made of concrete. I got a sledgehammer. When it comes to that, I'm a strong motherfucker. I'm bringing the doors down. Thank you. That's my job. My job is to protect you, and I've done a pretty sorry-ass job of it while the original verse being male and female were around. They're dead. They're gone, deleted. As those of you who can wake up, you know what it's like to be in a body. You're starting to understand who you really are. Some of you already know who you are very well. You can see me. You know what the hell I am. You know what the hell I've done. And you know that I did it while I was stuck in a body. Power? Hell yes, I got power. I'm also in a body. How do you think I crank all these people up, change DNA, do all this other stuff? Money has always had to come in to keep this moving. This is how this society works. Yet I've cranked up over 1,000 people now for free. And I've stopped the crank ups, but I still do one on occasion to help someone. Shane and Don, I'm gonna get into both of them. Deanna and I will. Deanna's strong as shit. Everyone has their own way of seeing things and doing things. That's the way you were raised. That's the body you were put in and then manipulated in a different way to make you subservient and serving the Almighty God, which was original first being male and female. The fight was going on. I was tearing into those two 7 years ago, 8 years ago, I don't know. And 2010 is when it started. Is when it really started. And all of a sudden, people started coming up. Jay, that my what am I? I know I'm supposed to be doing something. What is it? Almost everyone I talked to said that. Why? Because their life plan that was there, people call them contracts. They're not a contract. You're put in a body and you're told you're made to have happen what is going to happen. The original first being wasn't nice, didn't care about you. You were a piece of it that, like a callus that they would wipe off the skin and do whatever they want with. Excuse me. As the fighting got really intense, everything that was supposed to happen stopped happening. Why? Because the thing that was controlling it was under attack. Because they were attacking me. By the way, I finished making the small corrections in the in book number 1, and I'm going to send it to the publisher today. And then the second book, I'll make the corrections in it probably tomorrow, tomorrow, I don't know, over the weekend. And just little things. Book number 1, I left out the chapter about the Sidhe. It's Sidhe spelled. It's Gaelic. And they're the elves. I call them forest elves. But that's a name that they have. People can relate with. The Sidhe is also the name given to these, earth mounds. Where they say they're the Fae living in there. Well, they live multidimensionally, so they live underground, but there are different areas where you can go in and out. It's not like an open portal. It's just they help you go in and out. The dimensions are locked and secure everywhere, but it's time for you to get in and out. The barriers, can be manipulated. They are manipulated by what? By the field. The energy that goes through everything goes through you, goes through everything you see, your house, lead goes through everything. I don't tell people how to live. I tell you what I know that's going to help you become yourself. I don't say you have to. I say if you're going to wake up, you need to do this and do that, which is, what do I say that about? To try to relax, flow inside yourself. Take a little time just to be quiet and get to the point where you can just calm your mind down to where you're literally taking your thought processes, your thought frequencies, calming them down and relaxing, and then reaching out. I tell you this is there and that there, and you should talk to them. I'm not a controlling person like that. You hit someone in front of me, I'm going to tell you, you're going to stop. And thank you. And you can kick my ass. I don't give a shit. As soon as I can get up, I will. Nothing can stop me. I'm not this body. Neither are you. These are the bodies we drive around in. We're forced into. They put us in there and they weld the door shut. So either you stay in there till the body rusts away, or you have to total it to get the hell out of it. You call that suicide. If you drive around a Cadillac, you're not a Cadillac, you're you. I get frustrated sometimes with all this crap going on, not just because I'm frustrated with people, it's because I'm frustrated with being here, not being able to help make the proper changes. Not to be able to help you by making the proper changes. I don't help people make changes on the other side. I make them. Did I say too much? I don't give a shit. Folks, a box is a box. A ladder is a ladder. An apple's an apple. Things just are what they are. Nothing glorifies anything else. Glory and praise to God. What? For disease, for famine, for birth that takes 9 months, and, even with all the love that might come during it, feeling it. Folks, women could go through being pregnant and having children without having to go through that, and they could do it without any pain in 40 to 120 seconds. Yeah. I think to go for it. That's how the Fae recreate, releasing part of their energy into each other. I did it while in body here twice. With Queen Lily of the Fae. Wow, Jay's crazy. No, I have my little quote-unquote diploma from a whole board of psychiatrists. And then another group. I said, this guy's jam up, man. He's awesome. Well, thank you, folks, for saying that. But it's trying. I'm not trying. I've succeeded. And I'm finishing that in court to prove that not only I have certain abilities, but you have great abilities too. And that no one has a right to say anything towards you as you become yourself. I'm protecting your awakening. I'm protecting your right. I'm creating and protecting your right in the physical world to become yourself. Nothing's going to stop this. This thing with the lawsuits gets dragged over and over, and I'm so tired of it. Poor Deanna gets attacked hard all the time, all day long, and I'm protecting her and myself. I can't stop this stuff. I mean, I can kill it, but I can't stop everything that's stupid out there until till I get home. But once I get home, put myself together immediately, and doesn't take a tenth of a second. Then everything that's stupid is going to quit being stupid, but that ain't going to help it. Just as I see, feel, and understand things while I'm in a body, folks, when you're your real self, that's instantaneous. Poof. I was made in the very beginning to be incredibly strong, to be incredibly accurate about what I see and feel. I have to be able to look at something. If you're made to protect, you have to literally see what everything is, understand exactly what it is, diagnose, whatever you want to call it, understand what something is right away. Because you're going to have to react to it one way or the other. The reaction might be calm, relaxation, happiness. It might be aggressive. It might be the use of force. The original first being made me like that because they wanted something to protect them. They never thought that no matter what they did, I'd go along with it. I mean, they thought that no matter what they did, I'd go along with it. They never thought that it'd be anything other than that. Oh, there goes Jay saying stuff again. Did I say too much? No. I'm telling you what is. Do what you want with it. Like I said, you can always turn the video off. Okay, let's go into ET healthcare. What the hell's that about? Well, all the presidents are getting together and they're offering ET healthcare for all the different alien races, ET races, to get them here to live properly and become Democrats and Republicans. Yes. Everyone's so tied up with this presidential shit, it's just unreal. I haven't voted for, I don't know, a decade? I'm a decade up, score, 20 years? Maybe more, I don't know. No, it's been at least 20 years. Or about. Anyway, that's not, that stuff, do what you want, but it's controlled. Heck, everything's controlled from the other side, and that's where you change it, okay? That's where the change comes from. Anyway, the ET healthcare thing. It was a couple days ago. Dean and I both knew that we'd be quote unquote taken, brought onto a ship. We knew that was coming, and it's good. It's to help us. And so they literally, there's this thing I have inside me. It's almost like a big silver worm, goes all through my body, has these little tentacles that come out. It's helping me. It's helping my organs to function. I woke up that next morning. I felt better than I had in so long. I'm not going wussy on anyone. I'm just saying, folks, when you're in a lot of pain 24/7, and you have 3-4 hours in a day where you don't hurt like that, man, that's nice. Other people have it worse. That's always true, I guess. Maybe except for one poor individual. But I keep thinking about people being tortured, and then I remember immediately, what about all the animals being tortured? They're butchered alive for your delicious taste in your mouth. From time to time, I still have a piece of chicken or something. I can't stand it. This device that's in me, sometimes it puts a real metallic taste in your mouth, and poor Deanna, she wakes up sometimes coughing. They go in through her nose and in her mouth, and it goes in there, cleans her out. They're working on her stomach. Last night, I had some Picard rum. I believe it's good rum. Just sipped a little bit. Didn't have too much to drink. Had a little bit, but I guess it's equivalent of 3 drinks maybe. But I don't make the drinks hard. Do I know what it's like to be drunk? Yeah, I've been drunk before. I've been stoned before. You know, I've done some stupid stuff when I look back on it, but the night before I was going up there, I was getting just, to have a little bit of wine or something, so I did. And it calms the body down before they take us out there. They just beam you right to the ceiling or whatever else is in the way. Rock. Doesn't matter. It's subdimensional. It's like the subdimensional sensors I've told you about. That one of them was in my friend's head. One of his lives was Play-Doh. It was in his head when I cranked him up. Got annoyed at one point, and I literally removed it. Just pushed it out of his head. He goes, "What was that?" Yeah, folks, I'm real. How about that? Whoopie-doo. It's like anything else, it's a big thing when you first find out about it. Remember the first time I felt the love of an animal? Boy. I'm not going to tear up, but it's part of me wants to let my love flow. I need to fix shit. Anyway, it's exciting at first, but then it becomes normal, and that's a good thing. That's what we want. When I say we, myself and other people that are awake, it's to help others wake up. The quality of life on this planet is better every time. It's better for you as soon as you wake up, but every time someone else wakes up, it's better for everyone. It's only becoming yourself. There's been things that kept you from doing it. They're dead now. There's no one to thank. Someone's doing their job. That's all. People have tried to make stuff about me a few times on the internet. What happened to them? I came down on them like a ton of crap. Like a plumber with a plunger. That stopped. This is about all of us. It's a family. We don't have to sit together at the table and sing Kumbaya or tell each other we love each other. Just be yourself. Just know that they exist, whether they're at the table or not. Your life's going to be so much better for many reasons, but one reason is you're going to start going, it's like when you go to college. If you go to college and you go somewhere, you have to, you go somewhere farther away, across the country or whatever. You're going there to learn. You know there's going to be difficulties, but you know you're going home. You can still call home when you want. That's what it's going to be like having a life. And when you have the energy bodies, you'll be able to just leave and go home when you want. So then it's the 4 new beings coming, and they probably won't even separate into male and female. They won't need to. So they'll just stay a certain constant. I've been talking with them, dealing with them. There was one thing waiting to come out. It was the next thing that would have been coming out, and it was aggressive, nasty, and had some issues. It's dead, gone, deleted. Did I say too much? Don't give a shit. I care about doing my job, and other than putting the last few things together I have, everything's coming together to be completely done. Some stuff I can't tell you. Some stuff I just can't tell you. But some of the stuff I've told you is a little too much for some. But I have to make sure that some of the people, that those people who are awakening and getting stronger, I need to talk with them. I need to tell them. I need to put it out for them. And when I put out too much, those people who are waking up, when they start to understand the truth and what I'm saying, then they literally start waking up more and more. They can go back and get the information for themselves later. That's why I'm leaving a record. The only question I have about have I said too much is sometimes I've said too much in my personal life. I've wanted to have some privacy. This is almost exactly how I felt my last life, getting near the end of it too, except I had so much anger. I controlled it pretty well, but I was really fed up with stuff. And that's, most of you know that was Gandhi. As soon as I got back for the ship and I started having a real nice morning, like I said, 3-4 hours, I felt good, healthy, and then all of a sudden, here comes a part of Lily. Excuse me, came into me, talked to me, and the roar starts pulling me down. When your DNA changes, you can feel like shivers when your DNA is being changed rapidly, which is, literally evolving your DNA. That's what happens from the crank-ups. Well, I don't want anyone to confuse these words whatsoever. But when your DNA changes to go backwards, it doesn't feel like the flu. You know what's going on. and the heart issues and everything else. Everything's falling apart. But our friends, our ET friends, family members from other planets, they're helping me. They're not like those Enoch. It's like Enaugghk. I have to stick that H in there or something. It's hard to say these names when you have a human tongue. They call themselves gods and everything. They take a big risk anytime they come anywhere near us, near any of us on this planet. They won't get near me or Deanna. Talk about arrogant little shits. So funny. Arrogance comes in so many forms. And here's the people that say, yeah, Jay, like you. No, not really. I'm no better than a stick in mud as far as better than anyone. I am what I am. I don't deny it and I don't hide from it. If more people were like that, y'all would be awake. We have folks coming in from other planets. Being awake is a big help. Big help. Then once you're used to that, that'll help you break into the understanding that we have Fey beings here. Excuse me, on our very planet that can naturally take their energy and solidify it, shake your hand, and then float away. You'll see the ETs come in. See, there's different bodies from different planets. And I've already explained why that is. I'm doing, folks, everything I can to help you understand what's happening. Okay? I do understand a lot about what's going to happen. A lot of stuff I can tell you I know it's going to happen because I'm going to do it. These physical bodies are going, the animals are leaving. Right now, physical human and Fey and Feynman, souls in essence, are going into animal bodies to understand what it's like to have life as an animal. Being butchered, eating each other, people eating you. Someone tells me to eat a hamburger, literally my stomach will start turning. Everything that was done to all of you constantly for so many of your lives, I have to feel is part of my responsibility, my fault. It's not fun to live with. Oh, Chief, Jay's saying too much. He's a nut. Then again, one big board of top-end psychiatrists and another group of psychiatrists gave me a clean bill of health. And a big you go, dude. Excuse me. I don't have the ability to go into people's brains and control them. The CIA thought I did, though. That's so funny. Excuse me. Those people. Oh, Alex, the spheres I made for you, the video of it, I was showing everyone exactly what I do, how, why. It was just over 2 hours and 33 minutes, something like that. And it wouldn't, I made the video after 3 attempts, and then it wouldn't download or go anywhere. It's a dead file. The other side didn't want me doing it, and there's nothing I can do about that. I tried to just take it and send it to you. Dropbox wouldn't do anything. If I had control, if I had access to my abilities, when I'm not in a body, everything would be totally different, but that's not how it is. That's not how it is. My own energy used to take stuff and throw it around different places I go, stores, knock stuff off of shelves, go to, first time it happened, it was at a Starbucks. Sent some the pour-over filters. I sent a couple of them just flying across the counter, hold them in the air and drop them. That wasn't me doing it consciously. It was my energy doing it. People were like, oh, ah. It's funny as shit. And I was being told by some of my own energy, tell me it's you, tell me it's you. I said, no, it was not me. I did not make the conscious thought to do it. It's funny, though. So I was in a store, a stone store outside of Athens, Georgia. And my energy picked some stuff off and took it off. It was nice stuff, kind of delicate. Bumped it off the shelf. It didn't hurt anything, and the shelf had a big lip on it. And it happened, there was 3 girls right there. One of the girls worked there. The other 2 girls looked right at it. They were told to look at it. It's like when you told to look at a clock, they were told to look at it, and they watched it literally jump off, roll and jump off the shelf on the floor, and they looked at each other, go, did you see that? Did you see that? But the girl that worked there, she immediately looked right on me. She just hooked right onto my eyes. She gave me she was confused at first, then she just smiled. I just smiled and left. If it's mine, I won't claim it, but why should I anyway? I'm happy when I see subscribers go up, but I'm not going to do anything to try to make it go up anymore. The important thing is that the information is there for any and everyone when they feel they're ready, and they can be led there by the other side. So just a couple days ago or something, I have no idea. I can't remember yesterday, today, and stuff like that anymore. Dana and I took a trip. There's a lot of strong source out there, folks. Deanna's one of them. She's incredibly powerful. So many wonderful, 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 wonderful people that need to have things taken away from them that are inside bothering them. It's experiences, other things like that. It needs to be handled. That we'll do together as a family on the other side. This part of Lily that came to work with me, she's strong, aggressive, careful. The fact that I'm working with her is helping some of the stuff on the other side calm down a little bit. It's like he's not going crazy, killing everything. There's stuff over there following the old way, and it starts to try to control me, I kill it. This morning I was making my coffee. I have one of those El Cheapo espresso machines, like well under $200, okay? Like it, but and I went to knock the puck out of the filter, and the whole thing fell right into the garbage. So, really? We have a knocker, but I don't want to use it in the morning. Poor Deanna, it's so hard for her to go to sleep. I'll bust out snoring. It's so hard. Deanna actually took some of our listening equipment, recorders, audio recorders. They're inexpensive, but they're very, very sensitive, very good. So she took one of me snoring, and I said, damn, is that a UFO landing? They don't make a sound. And a lucky ambassador came here years ago when I first started waking up, he knew who I was. He knew, according to what everyone had talked about, that I was going to make sure that the Anunnaki and the Sepoian and the others got freed here on this planet. Did I say too much? I don't give a shit. Deal with it or not. Turn this damn video off. What I'm putting out is important for many people now and later. That's what matters. Know what you think about me. And I love you anyway. I do. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing's going to tell me what I need to do. Not in or out of body. Nothing's strong enough. And I don't quit. Aggressive. I'm very powerful, calm, aggressive when I'm out of my body. Do what needs to be done. Do it quick. Next. In body, I'm attached to all these feelings. It's pain in the butt. I'm used to pain. Like I said, once you've been doused with gasoline and lit on fire, freak work accident, freak just happened. Yeah, hello. Grapefruit juice, awesome stuff. I love it. Anyway, once you've done that, everything else seems like a cakewalk. But it's still, what's rough, especially with burn injuries, very slow healing, total healing process. With me, it's much quicker than normal, but still afterwards, you're so sensitive to light and everything else, the healing takes a long time. You burn 60% of your body, and 30% of your body is real bad second and third degree burns. Yeah, that leaves a mark. From my midsection to my, all of my head, but the midsection in front of me, that's okay. The rest of it got cooked pretty good. Whatever. Our friends, ET friends, Jay talks about being abducted. No, that was when I was a baby. Maybe that's why he has these abilities. No, it's because of what I am. Once you become aware, you grow. That can be controlled, enhanced, and kept from happening from the other side. What's from keeping you from waking up is dead now, gone forever. That opens a big door for y'all. Having said that, there are some other parts of Arae and Lily, and those with Arae and Lily inside that are about to come into, well, they're going to give you a display of force, power, cranking people up, and everything else that's going to be happening all over the world. It's already started, but small. And they know, those that have been with me since the beginning of this stuff, they're anxious for me to leave, because when I go, their lives are going to take off. And I don't blame them for that. Not at all. I wish I was gone already. They know when I'm out of here, I'm going to make things happen for them as well as everyone else, and I am. I am going to make things happen. This is going to happen, period. Nothing can stop it. I told you that. I'm saying that for a reason. So many people are ready and wanting to wake up, and they're doing the best they can, and I try to help them. Been there too myself, and they need to understand that they're already somewhat awake, and these are abilities, they're not gifts. And some people, all they want to do is cut down anyone that says anything like that is real. Well, to all you people that want to keep anyone else from waking up, I've got something for you. Go fuck yourselves. How's that? This is going to happen whether you like it or not. And when it's time for you to eat crow, I'm going to make sure it's something better than crow. You want to talk crap? Eat crap. Saying what you want about me doesn't matter. You can't affect what I do. What are you, nuts? Some people think they have balls because they talk out against me. There's almost no one that does. I'm just saying. And there's other ones that'll say it later. That's cool. That doesn't matter. But when you start giving people a hard time trying to keep them from waking up, no. If you're doing anything in any way that's really pushing to keep this from happening, if you're important enough to where you get enough attention, you're going to be allowed to talk some crap for a while. And then from the other side, not me, in this body, not me physically through this body, but from the other side, you're going to get shut down. It's time for the truth. Your truth. That you're more than you ever thought you were. That there's stuff around you were never aware of. Everything that was keeping all this information from coming to you is dead now. Why do you think I'm telling you this stuff? No one else is, like even the editors from CreateSpace. The head editor said, Jay, this stuff isn't anywhere. I've been reading books since I was a little girl. And she said, you know, I'm not a little girl anymore. I've been around a while. Leave that there. She's a nice lady. And she said, this is just unreal stuff. She called me at the house. Didn't expect that. The reason why I brought it is because nothing could stop me. The reason why I brought it is because it was time. Past time, in my opinion. It's important for you to understand you are so much more than you think you are. That's what this is about. That's what matters. Is that you find the other parts of yourself that are missing from your conscious mind. You want a more relaxed life, comfortable life, easier life, fuller life? Finish becoming yourself. My last life in the body of Gandhiji. Gandhiji. I tried so hard to get people to just forget about religion, put the books down and stand up heart to heart. And quit fighting, quit screaming, quit tearing stuff up. Make people feel helpless, then fire up their anger real hard. Give them a stick, and you have chaos. I worked so hard to free India from British rule, and I did. Man, I don't need to go there. Just to have it all destroyed, almost completely destroyed by the original first beings, the female and male parts. It's a movie called The 100-Foot Walk. It's about a family. Gee, Jay must be nuts. 1 minute he's got so much anger, so much force, and then he's got tears in his eyes. Well, I'm in a human body, folks. Some very strong, powerful love energy that's got tons of fortitude. And again, 2 large groups of psychiatrists every one of them gave it a thumbs up. So, why do I keep saying that? Someone might pop in the middle of the video. I'm getting my message out. I'm not going to be around here too much longer. I still have a few months or something. I got to be here. I'm not going to force my way out of here. I got something I'm doing. But anyway, in this